Cancer, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of January. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the month of January is the Seven of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Death, okay? So your biggest challenge, Cancer, is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is very much connected to illusions, okay? It could be illusions. It could also be options here. It could also be confusion, right? I do feel with Mars currently retrograding in your sign, it just recently transited back into your sign from Leo. And this really has a lot to do with getting clear on something that has really been bothering you internally. There's something that's been taking place in your life that may be creating some sort of confusion. There may be some sort of uncertainty connected to your next move or where you're going or what you're doing in your life in general. And your challenge here is to recognize all the choices and options that you have, okay? So one of the things that you may feel at this time is you may feel some sense of uncertainty. You may feel a sense of restriction. You may feel a sense of not being able to really truly express what you truly feel within yourself with this Mars retrograde. So something is being internalized in your life at this time. And your challenge here is to open your eyes and see that you do have options in the situation, okay? We're going to talk more about your challenge. We're going to clarify it and get more information in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the World, you have the Lovers, and you have the Ace of Wands. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel there was a connection that you were involved in. This connection that you were involved in with the Lovers, very strong connection. There could have been a lot of uncertainty connected to this connection, a little bit of uncertainty in terms of, you know, is this person the one? Is this the person I'm meant to be with? Is this real? Is this connection real? For many of you, I do feel that a cycle here came to an end. Okay, so either a cycle that was very difficult may have came to an end for you in this relationship that you were involved in, or maybe a negative cycle in your life came to an end and you started some sort of new beginning with someone here. Either way, there was a new beginning here is what this is indicating, and we're going to find out more for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So in the present moment, there is this energy of wanting to flee, wanting to disconnect from something here. So, you know, if you're in a situation right now where you want to leave or you want to disconnect, you may be choosing to leave or disconnect from this situation because you want more independence. You want to focus more on yourself at this time. There's a strong indication here of self-reliance, you know, feeling like you're benefiting from your own financial abundance, your own need for this internalized support. And this is why for many of you with this Mars going retrograde in your sign, a lot of this anger that you feel is really being internalized. A lot of you may be realizing at this point in time that everything that you want and everything that you want to achieve in your life comes from you. Okay, it starts with you. Being financially abundant starts with you. Feeling stable within yourself starts with you. So there's a lot of this reevaluating the way you've been doing things, how you've been doing things. And there's a strong need possibly in the present moment for you to disconnect from something. And we're going to see why you feel this in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Hanged Man. So I feel like in the near future, there's something here that becomes delayed for you, okay? Something here doesn't really move forward as quick as you want it to. And of course, Mars is going to be retrograde, I believe, in your sign until February, okay? Don't quote me, but you can check online for the ultimate details, or if somebody wants to comment below the details, they're more than welcome to comment below. But essentially that Mars is there to fix something here that, you know, needs to be fixed. Whenever a sign, a planet, more or less goes retrograde, it's teaching us something about how we're using that energy of the planet. So of course, Mars is connected to our ultimate drive, the way we take action, the way we use our passion to create the things that we want. And when it retrogrades, it's ultimately saying, where am I putting my energy? How am I expressing my energy in terms of the physical action that I take towards something? So I feel like in the near future, instead of you being quick to take action, you're doing a lot of thinking. You're doing a lot of this hangman energy, which is really, instead of taking action, enlightening yourself about something here. And a lot of you may realize that it's better to daydream or think about something rather than take action at this time. And you have your reasons why you may be deciding to do that. The King of Swords is here as well too. So there's a very strong line here between taking action and thinking about something, you know, internalizing something and externalizing something here with the King of Swords. You have the Justice as well too. So something in your life eventually will be set right. That's what you have to realize. Something here that's been out of balance for a very long time in your life that just hasn't been working maybe the way that you want it to, will have to come back into balance. And this could be anything connected to your personal life. Of course, when we clarify, we're going to get more details on what this means for you and what you really need to know. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Death. There's a transformation that's happening in your life. I feel like this transformation is very much connected to the planetary influences in the sky right now. Something in your life is changing because there's been a lot of power struggles. There has been a lot of this, you know, Five of Swords energy, constantly needing to defend yourself, constantly needing to stand up for what you believe in. You may not see eye to eye with someone at this time. You may not agree with them. You may feel like you are all for yourself, focusing on yourself. It's almost like a ruthless energy. And I don't know if this is you. This could be someone you're dealing with. Someone here could be very ruthless. Knowing the fact that things are coming to an end or things are changing or transforming, someone here is very closed off to this idea. They don't like it. They don't like the fact that something here is changing. They don't like the fact that they constantly have to defend themselves in this situation. So what I strongly feel for many of you is what you don't see coming is there will be some sort of transformation that takes place in your life, but it's not going to be one that's smooth. And this is what Mars is doing. Mars, instead of Mars being direct in your sign and creating this explosive type of energy, it's saying to you, how can you actually use the energy that you have to really create the reality that you want from within? And everything is starting from within, and it's going to ultimately come out of you through that transformation that's taking place. So we're going to see, as we clarify all the cards, what you need to know and what's actually taking place. Okay, so let's jump into your reading. Let's see what's going on. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, Cancer, is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with something in your life that has created a lot of confusion. And a lot of you at this time may feel this energy of being alone. You may feel like you don't really have anyone to turn to. You don't know what to do. Your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with recognizing why you're choosing to walk away from a certain situation in your life. And when you do decide to walk away from the situation, what are your options? What are your choices choices when it comes to this situation that you're involved in. I do feel with the King of Swords, there is this calling or a need to be very logical about the situation. Instead of being overly emotional about the situation, what are the logical and practical steps that you need to take in order to remove yourself from the situation, and then ultimately see the options that you have? Because one of the challenges that you may be facing at this time is realizing how many options you have. You have more than just one option, and it's important to thoroughly look at these options and see which one is going to work for you best, because it appears right now your biggest challenge here is realizing that it is time to walk away from something, but not to move away from the situation without truly thinking about the situation from, a perspective of being open to all the possibilities. So your biggest challenge here is to be open to all the possibilities, looking at all the possibilities from a logical standpoint, and then removing yourself from this situation and moving towards the one that works best for you. And that may require you to spend some time on your own and to really take time out to focus on you. Okay. And that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Okay. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a common theme for you in this reading in January, is self-reliance. Your self-reliance, your independence is going to play a critical role in this month. And this could be something that you're learning to do, how to be more self-reliant, more self-aware, more self-preserving here. The Lovers here in the recent past is indicating something about a relationship, okay? A relationship that you're involved in. You have the Four of Swords, you have the Hangman, and you have the Fool. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel that you may have tried to work things out with a specific person that you were involved with. This could have been a friend. This could have been a relationship. I feel like this is somebody that you really liked here in the past, a relationship. Although you tried to start to have some sort of new beginning with this person, I feel like with the Hangman, there's a strong energy of a lack of action being taken here in the past. So you could have been involved in a connection where, although there was a new beginning between you and this person, things didn't really change for you as much as you may have thought that they would. You ended up healing things with this person, but you still felt entangled with them. There was something here about starting a new connection or starting a new relationship with this person, starting a new beginning. Things didn't really change here. That's what I'm getting here. Things didn't really change maybe the way that you wanted them to. Things could have came to an end, or a cycle could have closed out in regards to this situation. You have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, you decided to have a completely new beginning on your own. Okay, that's what some of you may have decided to do. You decided to have a completely new, fresh beginning on your own. And as a result of that, some sort of cycle here came to an end. So a new beginning happened for you. But even though this new beginning happened for you, some of you went back to a connection that really wasn't going anywhere. And you thought that it would have went somewhere, and it may have not. So there's two groups of you. Those of you who started something new with somebody that maybe you were already with, but things didn't really get off the ground. And others of you ended a cycle with someone and started to move forward on your own. You have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Justice. Some of you had a divorce in the past, okay? Or you ended things here with someone, division of property. Something here ended very badly, but a lot of you said no more. I want to have a new beginning on my own, okay? So this is what I'm seeing happen for you in the past. Now, in the present moment, there is a situation that you're involved in where you feel like you want to disconnect from it. You no longer want to be involved. Some of you have already disconnected from the situation. Others of you are in the process of doing that. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Seven of Wands. So it appears in the present moment that you are setting some sort of boundaries when it comes to either a certain friend, a relationship, a coworker, a colleague. You're setting some sort of boundaries in the present moment because it appears that you're turning your back on this person. This person may be trying to do certain things that you don't appreciate or that you don't like. And as a result of that, it looks like you're choosing to disconnect from this situation with the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is what it appears. Something is very turbulent in the present moment. And I feel like you're avoiding this person or you're disconnecting in some way, shape, or form. You have the King of Wands as well, which is clarified by the Seven of Cups. You have the Moon and you have the Three of Cups. So in the present moment, it appears that there's your challenge. The challenge is showing up in the present moment. So a lot of you are uncertain about whether or not you should reconcile with a specific person, if you should give someone here a second chance. Some of you are also wanting to know if this person is choosing to treat you as an option, because you're dealing possibly with somebody here that you're not really feeling that this person is giving you the ultimate satisfaction that you feel like you truly deserve when it comes to this person. The Seven of Cups here is indicating that there's a strong energy here of options, uncertainty. The Moon is here as well too. So there's somebody here that you could be thinking about right now where they're doing certain things in your life with you that make you question whether or not they're a real person, if they really care about you. So, you know, in the present moment, you could be asking yourself, am I better off being on my own? What is this person's intentions towards me? Does this person really care about me? Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, I feel, is you. You could have a rising Virgo. You could be a rising Virgo or a moon Virgo, or you could have some sort of earth energy strongly in your chart. There's a lot of reevaluation in the present moment, Cancer, about a relationship that you're involved in. Some of you are married to someone and you may be saying to yourself, maybe I'm better off on my own. Maybe it's time for me to disconnect from this situation. So a lot of you are reevaluating your relationships. You're reevaluating what's really going on, what's really taking place at this time. Now, of course, if you're a rising Cancer, your 7th house is Capricorn, and Capricorn is currently transiting Pisces, which is a sign of endings. And we're also in a year of number 9. So number 9 is the beginning of an ending, which is connected to what you don't see coming. So in the present moment, a lot of you are determining whether or not you should still remain being friends with a certain person, if you should still be in a relationship with someone, if you should still keep your options open, if somebody's keeping their options open and telling you that they're not. Some of you have been on and off with someone and you're saying, should I continue down this trajectory? Because really, this isn't really going the way that I want it to go. Things need to change. There's something here that is not working the way maybe I thought it would, okay? So a lot of you there's some sort of changes that you're questioning in the present moment on whether or not you should pursue them. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Let's see what happens for you in the near future. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay. Okay, so the Justice, which is all about setting certain things right, creating some sort of fairness here, is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. What ends up happening for you in the near future, it looks like there's a person in your life that's taking way too long to resolve something with you. This person isn't really recognizing the burden that is being created by ignoring you, okay? There's something here about ignoring you, not recognizing your feelings. And this is what creates this Mars retrograde energy within your sign. There's something here that's been going on for a very long time, Cancer, that you've been ignoring. And it looks like in the near future, there's a strong desire to set it right, but it's not until things get really bad that you decide to actually take action on this situation, is what I'm seeing. You have the King of Swords here as well, which is clarified by the Page of Cups. You have the 9 of Swords and you have the 6 of Wands. So I do strongly feel here in the near future that you're going to be questioning or reevaluating the way you feel about a situation. If this is about your career, you could be reevaluating whether or not this is something that you still want to pursue. There could even be an offer that's coming in. The offer that's coming in for you, you may not see it. It's a small offer that's being made. Some of you are going to realize that whoever this person is in the near future that's making this offer to you, you may come to this conclusion that, you know, you're uncertain whether or not this person is someone who is worthy of forgiveness. Okay. Because I see someone here apologizing in the near future. You're worried that things may not work out the way that they need to. But I feel like you're going to come out on top of this situation in a positive light. You're going to be able to focus more on your success and your public image after you put this behind you, because there's something that's happening in the background that I feel is causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress for you. And you're essentially going to realize that the situation gets so bad that you have no other choice but to either seek legal advice, try to find a way to resolve the situation, mediation, because it just gets so bad. And as this situation becomes intense, a lot of you are going to realize that somebody here, because there's a lot of confusion, you know, with this Mars retrograde and all this stuff that's taking place. When this person finally decides to apologize to you, you may decide to not even focus on this person anymore because it's just become so intense in nature. Action is not even being taken. There's a lack of action with Mars in retrograde in your sign, which is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the Lovers. Someone who abandons you or disconnects from you tries to make it work again. Okay, so when things get really difficult between you and this person, and they will, and they have been, or they appear to be becoming very difficult in the situation, I really do strongly feel that because this person doesn't take the action that you expect them to take, or they abandon you, or they leave you, or they do something to make you question the connection with them, they will eventually try to make this work with you again, because they're going to realize how much they love you, how much they want to be with you, how much this is so important to them. But you're going to have to determine if this is something that you want to continue to do. It's a cycle that has been continuing, an on and off cycle, in and out, up and down, not working. And it's not stable. And this is why your challenge is the 7 of Cups, because there's so much fog, there's so much confusion. You're not satisfied with this situation. A lot of you are choosing to disconnect or walk away because you no longer want to be in this kind of situation. And this is why what you don't see coming is a power struggle that leads to an ending anyways, and leads to some sort of closed off energy. So I think the message here is to determine if you want to continue on with this cycle. It ended in the past, but it revived itself again now and in the future. So it's going to be completely up to you what you decide. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. What's the advice for Cancer in this situation? What's your advice? You have the Star, the Chariot, and the 6 of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice is to recognize what you learned from the past. Okay, there's something here about the past, memories, trauma, childhood. You learned a lot in the past. There's something that happened in the past that what Spirit is saying is to carry it with you in the future. Because for many of you, I think the biggest piece of advice here is to move on from something that's been holding you back, connected to your past, or something from your past, and to really ask yourself if the situation that you're carrying from your past is really worthy of your future. Is it a part of your future, more or less? Because if you have a certain vision for your life and how you want things to go, and it doesn't resonate with what happened in the past, the question to ask yourself is, why am I continuously having a hard time moving away from the past in order to focus on the future? And this is what Mars retrograde in your sign is doing. It's saying there's something that you keep doing that's holding you back, that you really need to look within yourself and ask yourself how you're contributing to the situation. The Chariot is you. It's in your challenge, or excuse me, it's in your advice, which is indicating something here about moving forward. So if you're finding it difficult to move forward from a situation, ask yourself if the current situation you're in now is what your future is looking like. And if the answer is no, then the question here is, what do you have to leave behind from your past in order to create that type of future that you're looking to have? Okay. So Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.